Alright, so this is how you're going to set up your interface. So first, you're going to go to File, save it wherever you want to save it. Then you go to Devices, Device Setup, and mine's already selected, but yours will probably say tascam 1641 or something like that. You select your interface, switch, and then hit OK. Next, you go to VST connections, your device. Alright, that should probably look like this when you first open it up. You can always remove this, and then you go Add Bus, and then you want to do 8, and make sure it all says stereo, not stereo, mono. Hit me. And when you do this, for some reason, it doesn't link up quickly to the right input for this port. So what you have to do is you have to physically change each and every one of these ones to the same one. So this being mono in, that's going to be your first input. So you're going to go analog 1 or something like that. It should say state numbers when you select it. And you just want to do that in order for all these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you don't do this, then it will, when you go to record, it will, instead of this one being input for 2, let's say you have it so that your mic input for mono in 2 is for your snare. If you don't do this and it's a different number from here, then it may get an instrument that you want to record. So you have to do this for all of them. And it's always good to save it, so next time you don't have to keep doing this over and over again. You can just go down to your presets up here and then just select it from there. So just name it whatever, and I'll have it saved right here. So I already have a whole bunch saved, just whatever. And then you go to outputs and just make sure that it has stereo out. Alright, and then just close this. And then right here, you're going to want to right click. Or you go to project, add track, and then you go audio. Alright, easily do this because it's here. And then you go, for here you want to do 8 counts as well. Or depending how many tracks you record at once. And make sure it says mono as well. Hit OK. And then this, you have to do this too. For each one of these tracks, you want to select this track, come right over here, your input routing, and then select it. And you want to do the same thing where it corresponds to the same number as these ones. So this would be 1. This would be 2, 3, and so forth. Let's do this for all of them real quick. And if you don't do this, when you go to record, and you have all of them selected to record, if you don't do it, it automatically has it under default for track 1. So you want to go switch it out to the same numbers, or else it'll record the same track as this one for every other one that you don't change. So once you have all of that selected, I usually like to figure out which microphone I have for each input, and then depending on which track it is, I always usually like to rename it to be organized like this. Because you have my kick, and these ones usually have my snare. You usually just change them out by just double clicking on them, and then just typing whatever you want and just hitting enter. And before you start recording, you want to make sure you select all of these buttons right here if you want to record that microphone, because if you don't, then it won't record that track. So right now I'm using the first two tracks to record the me talking and stuff. So let's select it. Then obviously if I had mics hooked up to these parts right here, then it would be, you would see a all these little sound waves coming up on here. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. So select again, and you can see that it's recording this track now. But yeah, hopefully this works out, man, and you get to start using your interface soon. Good luck.